Hey everybody, and welcome back to Psychology Geek. In today's video, we will look at 10 famous Heyoka Empaths. Before we go straight into the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Being a mirror to others is a classic characteristic of a powerful Heyoka. An empath can be a positive image to his friends. Now imagine a famous Heyoka and how it could impact the lives of millions. Today, we bring you 10 famous Heyokas that left a lasting reflection for generations. 1. Mel Gibson. We start strong with an actor full of controversies, yet controversies would never get beyond the screen if this actor weren't a Heyoka. An empath of this caliber makes you feel a lot of emotions through a screen. Mel is the kind of actor that, with their performances, just let you know they are present. And Mel Gibson movies make a solid statement. This actor is an emphatic mirror on the other side of the screen with significant expertise in communicating deep feelings and emotions that can leave a lasting impression. Movies like Gallipoli or the iconic Mad Max leave a footprint on many people who watch them. He is a successful actor who, over and over again, has honed his empathic success to craft a way of perceiving and understanding emotions that would later translate into instant classic. Those emotionally driven performances have earned him numerous awards over the years. A Heyoka knows how the crowd could react, and it isn't afraid of making its interpretations. Many empaths are into religion, and that interest can drive them to a kinder soul, a soul that could positively impact people. Also, they have a high degree of faith and have an impressive ability to quantify the abstract. Mel Gibson, as a devout Christian, is a perfect example of this. 2. Ed Sheeran. If there is a famous musician that has touched the feelings of millions, that is Ed Sheeran, a Heyoka with a mic that resonates in many people's souls with his compositions. Those self-written lyrics stay in the minds of his fans, making echoes that resonate within. So it's no surprise that Ed Sheeran is a powerful empath who understands his audience, capturing with his lyrics the love and attention of his fans since his words feel authentic to them. The emotions he expresses are authentic, and that's why he is a bridge to many people's emotions. A Heyoka knows how important it is to be themselves and never try to impersonate something they are not. With Ed Sheeran's simplicity, people feel him near, despite being a massive star. A Heyoka knows nothing about distances when it tries to convey its message. A message that gets right into people's hearts and works as a great mirror through which they can rediscover themselves. Many of his songs are used at first dances at weddings. A crucial Heyoka reason is that he brings up emotions at an intimate level in people he never saw before. And as a good Heyoka, he is humble and keeps the same attitude, never flaunting his wealth or changing his lifestyle. Truth to himself, no matter what. 3. Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman's sensitivity is on another level, even after so many years in what for most people seems like a shallow place, Hollywood. Nicole has stated that she is a highly sensitive person, one of the leading paths of an empath. As a Heyoka, that woman is a trademark in her movies. There is nobody that resembles her. And you can see it in her career, choosing a field where she needs to be creative so that the Heyoka side of her is well covered with countless role plays in movies and thousands of scenes where she deep dives into emotions nobody knew she could embrace. And Nicole got many opportunities to play the skin of somebody else, which makes her a certified empath. Nicole Kidman is also known for being very private, despite being a superstar. She is known to take fewer roles than her peers. At the peak of her career, she took far less tabloids than her peers, such as Brad Pitt and Johnny Depp. Despite her agent probably going crazy because she was trending in the mid-2000s, Nicole made decisions that would be the best fit for her. As a Heyoka, she never followed the trend, being one at her own pace. The emphatic abilities of Nicole Kidman are on full display when you see her giving nature, being involved in several charities and philanthropic work. She has been declared by UNICEF a citizen of the world, a trademark of a natural empath. 4. Larry King. Larry King is the king of interviews, a man that has been into the minds of millions and has the main task of asking the right questions and getting emotions out of his guest. Larry King's interviews have taken remarkable pieces of TV's historical moments that we may never know about a star otherwise. The man that made history while interviewing stars like Frank Sinatra, the Beatles or Marlon Brando. Only a true Heyoka can stand out so much from the crowd and have the ability to handle such profound minds. Only a task an original and outgoing Heyoka can accomplish with flying colours. Larry, being an interviewer, is a perfect job for an outgoing and extroverted empath to make a successful career that impacts millions. The fundamental basis of a good interviewer is what Larry accomplishes when he acts like a bridge between the star and the audience, gifting intimate moments thanks to his incredible ability to connect deeply with his guests. This connection becomes evident once you see how comfortable and truly listened the guests feel. Heyokas mirror the feelings of others, and Larry feels where the interview is going at any second. 5. Cate Blanchett. Cate Blanchett is an artist with a private life, a feature that makes her an understated empath. For a star of her caliber, keeping her private life to herself has been quite challenging. But you can see that motherly aura in movies where she shines, like The Lord of the Rings as Galadriel. A caring empath fits her perfectly, and that's the sign you are watching a full-blown Heyoka. Cate has a long history of philanthropy in the international scene. In 2007, she launched the Who on Earth Cares campaign with the Australian Conservation Foundation, and she is also a United Nations ambassador for refugees. Cate takes others' suffering as her own, and you can feel secure and understood with that empath uniqueness, a trait all Heyokas share when they interact with their friends. Besides, while watching Cate perform, a Heyoka would feel how other people project their feelings on them. So many people felt like they had a second mother for a while, with a well-rounded motherly aura projected on the screen. And as she once said, empathy is a noble cause. 6. Eleanor Roosevelt. The First Lady to the longest-serving president of US history has a lot of anecdotes to tell. But if there is one trait that stands out in her demeanour, is that she was a Heyoka. This lady had enough personality, strength and wisdom to be the president's high-value advisor. She could even be the president herself. As a certified empath, she was creative, gentle, caring and had a unique vision that her husband always looked for. As a Heyoka herself, Eleanor Roosevelt knew well that not everyone could handle the truth, so she continuously dropped truth bombs on her husband. Never letting anyone influence the power couple, she was so gentle and assertive when there was an important decision to make. Even if her opinion could hurt the president, she was the one to say it. And she also was strong enough to make significant changes in the civil rights movement. And even though she was a powerful woman, Eleanor showed empathy towards those who didn't have any voice whatsoever. Yet she knew the importance of feeling connected with the people around her. She was appointed chair of the UN Commission on Human Rights and gave a famous speech for the time called Where Do Human Rights Begin? 7. Nelson Mandela. Many Heyokas always put others first. They feel their pain as their own and want to make the world a better place. And what to others seem like a utopic wish, to them it's their life mission. That's what Mandela meant for human rights, and it's something that makes him a world-renowned Heyoka. Mandela was someone willing to sacrifice his own needs for a greater good, and no one gave their entire life in such devotion to the human species as Mandela, a man who sacrificed years of freedom to stand along with what he believed in. A clear sign of a powerful Heyoka that showed a great intuition to see a clear path where nobody else could. Besides, Mandela, despite becoming world famous, something that is just a consequence of a life fighting for human rights, he was a self-confessed introvert. A man that used most of his incarnated life to hone his empathic abilities to, once free, lead his country into a path of unification and forgiveness. An empowering example of what a Heyoka can do when he develops over the years and is allowed to be himself. 8. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah has made millions of headlines. Well, maybe not millions, but she is close. with a show that lasted over 25 seasons from September 8, 1986 to May 25, 2011. She has an enormous audience that follows her everywhere she goes, since that's the true legacy a Heyoka can make. Everyone loves Oprah because of one thing: those empathic abilities that make you feel like she is interviewing you through the TV. She can get inside someone's deepest feelings, come to terms with them, and translate them for the audience in a way few people can. Thanks to that ability, she managed to change and improve the lives of countless people struggling emotionally. The only difference is that she did it with millions of people watching live TV. Oprah has that motherly, caring aura like Kate Blanchett. Yet in Oprah's case, it hit differently, and it was used in her renowned talk show, The Oprah Winfrey Show. From the audience to inspirational people and celebrities, Oprah always has the same kind words and respect for everybody. Everyone working with her feels valued and celebrated. 9. Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa, one of the most selfless human beings on earth and a charismatic figure at first glance, was an international symbol of peace and solidarity and a true Heyoka. A Heyoka puts herself in the last place when it's time to help other people, breaking the mold of empathy. She cared for the sick and needy in Calcutta without draining her energy. That's a feature only a Heyoka can have. An empath alone will feel drained by somebody else's suffering. But Mother Teresa, even in her old age, would still have more than enough energy to care for others in the most demanding needs a human being can have. As a Christian nun, she could use that Heyoka energy to perform such extensive days of caregiving, and many people declare she made several miracles. 10. Mahatma Gandhi. If there is something a Heyoka would fight for, it is peace. Nobody can stand in the way of a true empath with a clear mission. Gandhi proved that to the entire world in a revolutionary way of fighting that nobody had seen before. Gandhi is a clear example of what a Heyoka can look like when they take the time to train their natural abilities as a Heyoka. A man who lived a self-sacrificing life like Mandela, took vows of poverty and chastity like Mother Teresa, making him the ultimate Heyoka. Only a pacifist can understand the most profound emotions and have the courage to act upon them. Gandhi was a Heyoka with solid leadership who moved an entire nation into peaceful resistance. Do you know another famous Heyoka to add to the list? Tell us in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe for more videos like these.